Namaste and welcome to all gathered here on this auspicious day of Guru Purnima. Guru is a tattva, an omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent principle. Establishing connection with this tattva is the source of greatest strength. It is an incomparable journey where the Guru leads you from the visible to invisible, material to divine, ephemeral to eternal. Let us start today's auspicious program with Veda Kosha.
ब्रह्मजज्ञानं प्रथमं पुरस्तात् विसेमतः सुरुचो वेन आवः सबुद्ध्या उपमा अस्य विष्ठाः सदश्च योनिमसदश्च विवः पिता विराजा वृषभो रयीणाम् अन्तरिक्षं विश्वरूप आविवेश तमर्कैरभ्यर्चन्ति वत्सम् ब्रह्मसन्तं ब्रह्मणा वर्धयन्तः ब्रह्मदेवान् जनयत् ब्रह्म विश्वमिदं जगत् ब्रह्मणः क्षत्रं निर्मितं ब्रह्म ब्राह्मण आत्मना अन्तरस्मिन्निमे लोकाः अन्तरविश्वमिदं जगत् ब्रह्मैव भूतानां ज्येष्ठम् तेन कोऽर्हति स्पर्धितुम् ब्रह्मन् देवास्त्रयस्त्रिगुंशत् ब्रह्मन्निन्द्र प्रजापति ब्रह्मणः विश्वा भूतानि नावेवान्तः समाहिता तदस्राशाः प्रचरन्त्वग्नयः इमन्नो यज्ञम् नयत प्रजानन् घृतम् पिन्वन्न जलकम् सुवीरम् ब्रह्म समिद्धवत्याहुतेना हरिः ओम्।
I thank the team for the synchronous chant to mark the beginning of this program. I would now like to invite Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, S-VYASA University, to give the welcome address.
Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Asmad Acharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, invitees and students, today we are gathered here to celebrate a very great festival, Guru Purnima celebration. This happens to be the day we celebrate as Vyasa Purnima and also Buddha Purnima. All of you know, Guru plays an important role in our life, without whom you cannot find anything in your life, in our life. The Gurutva starts from the mother's womb. Mother in the womb narrates and educates us how to suck the milk, how to reach different milestones. Later, father comes into picture to nourish, to support, to develop, to educate, and to make us to live and sustain independently. And Guru's role is immense. He is there all the second. If we presume and assume and accept that Guru is the one who overcomes all our obstacles and makes us to go in the path of, and that only can help us attain whatever we think or plan to achieve in our life. And today, the Vyasa Purnima, Veda Vyasa, all of you know, in the Indian spiritual lore, he rather plays the most important, significant role, because Vedas were not in the form of rare scriptures. He rather categorized into Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda, and that is the reason why he is named as Veda Vyas. And his contribution is Mahabharat, Brahma Sutra, and whatever Veda Vyasa has composed and compiled, for that a meaningful commentary is written by Adi Shankaracharya. So it is said these are the avatars of the Lord himself. And today we are celebrating in order to make the sankalpam that we dedicate our whatever the remaining life we are blessed out to go in the path of spirituality. And as far as our university is concerned, we have great visionary and our living God with us, none other than Dr. H.R. Nagendraji, our Guruji, who started this institution 4 decades back just with a small hut or a complex, a campus like this. But it was never expected that it will grow to this height. Today's, that's why we rather always call such people as visionaries, Drishtara. And today Guruji's 45 years back vision and planning has spread world over message. And today the International Day of Yoga is celebrated on 21st of June everywhere. It is because of the seed that Guruji has put here, and today it has grown up like a big tree. So on this great occasion, I have the pleasure to express my heartfelt pranams and prostrate at the holy feet of Guru and welcome him for this occasion to bless all of us. Guruji. I have today Professor Subramaniam, a great orator and the master of all Vedic sciences, and also an ardent follower of Swananda. And he is going to bless us. He is going to give us the significance of today's great function, Guru Purnima. And I extend my cordial welcome to Subramaniam ji. We have today with us Kartikeyan ji, the most transparent, the most meaningful, who ordained the post of the Director General of CBI, and a great person is today is here to witness and also to give us direction. Sir, I extend my cordial welcome to you, sir. We have Chandran. He is the chairman of SA Foundation, a great philanthropist and a visionary. And it is our pleasure, it is our honor that today he is with us to celebrate this great function. Sir, I extend my cordial welcome to you, sir. Supporting the cause of spirituality institution, and I extend my cordial welcome to you, sir. We also have in today's celebration Nagaratna Didi, whom we admire as the mother of the campus for the last 4 decades, serving the humanity through yoga and given a shape for integrative medicine. Today, whole world is talking about integrative medicine, integrative healthcare. In fact, she is another great visionary who put a seed nearly 4 to 5 decades back, and today it is becoming to the limelight. So I extend cordial welcome at the holy and also express my pranams to the great soul, our Nagaratna Didi. And we have Raghuramji, again a guiding force for all of us. Sir, I extend my cordial welcome to you on this great occasion. And we have Professor Pandaji, a scholarly personality in the division of yoga and spirituality. Sir, I extend my cordial welcome to you. At the same time, we have with us our Krishnamurti ji, administrator of Vyasa, and our Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Manjunath, and my colleague, Professor Sridhar. And we have devotees of yoga coming from different parts, from Hindupur, and also from different places. Today they are here. I extend my cordial welcome to one and all. And without wasting much time, let me keep the dayas and the platform open for Guruji and others to bless us immensely. With this, I conclude. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, sir, for this beautiful welcome address. I now invite Professor K. Subramaniam ji to enlighten us on the importance of Guru Purnima.
Esteemed friends, in the Mahabharata, we have an incident where Guru Purnima was celebrated, and Sri Krishna was to perform Guru Puja. He took flowers in his hand, went to the dais, and there he offered his pranams. Friends and relatives asked, "You are yourself a Jagat Guru, Loka Guru. You have given the wonderful Bhagavad Gita to Arjun and to the entire posterity. How is it you have a Guru yourself to you?" And Sri Krishna said, "I did not give Bhagavad Gita. Vyasa Maharshi gave me the script and I read it out." What a great regard he has. Vyasa has prepared the script. I am an instrument. I just recited the song written by Vyasa Maharshi. He is my Guru. Earlier than that, I had 2 gurus. Number one, Garga Maharshi. I cannot forget him. He took me into his hands, placed me on his thighs, and it was he who gave me the name Krishna. Can I ever forget him? If today we remember Krishna, it is the name given by Garga Maharshi to Krishna. Later, I went to Sandipani Maharshi. He was the person who has molded me. Education is twofold: theory and practice. In the case of Sri Rama, it was a theory first, practical next. In the case of Sri Krishna, practical first, theory next. The period of Sri Ramachandra Prabhu's tutelage was 14 days only under Vishwamitra, whereas Sri Krishna Paramatma had 16 days. The duration changed depending upon the Guru-Sishya relationship. Theory and practical also had a different proportion in those days. In the modern educational policy, we should bestow attention on these 2 points. Number one, duration. Number two, the proportion between theory and practice. In the education of Sri Ram and in the education of Sri Krishna, we find a little change. And this Sandipani Sri Krishna remembers once Guru Patni, Sandipani's wife, asked us, Krishna and Sudama, my dear boys, it is rainy season. Go to the forest nearby, collect the dry fuel, bring it. I shall prepare food for you, my children. They were about to start, and Guru Patni brought fried groundnut. My children, you may be hungry on the day. Mother thinks of the children's food. Sandipani Maharshi was waiting half an hour, 1 hour. The children did not return. It was dark. It was raining. He took a lantern and he went into the deep forest. My boys, where are you? My boys, where are you? That is Father. He takes care of our security. He takes care of our safety. Right from the ancient times to the present, a good guru is one who gives us safety and security. If anybody feels insecure, the defect is with the boss. In every organization, in every institution, in every nation, the top person should always bestow attention on the security of the individuals. Vyasa Maharshi always took care of his Shishyas, Pandavas. Sri Krishna Paramatma always ensured security. Sandipani Maharshi showered love, took care of their safety. Sri Krishna Paramatma was taken care of by Garga Maharshi, by Sandipani Maharshi, and also by Vyasa Maharshi. Here, in the modern times, all the teachers must learn to see that their children, their disciples, their students are given the topmost safety and security. Mother's role, father's role, and the teacher's role must be played by the Guru. Blessed are the institutions where we have parent-like gurus. This Prashanti Kutir is trying to establish an institution wherein everybody is taken care of. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for throwing light upon importance of Guru Purnima with mythological stories. I now invite Dr. N.K. Manjunath, sir, Pro Vice Chancellor of S-VYASA University, Director at Anveshana, to speak a few words.
Wishes on this occasion of Guru Purnima to everyone, and offering my salutations to all gurus assembled here. I am here not to talk, but to once again remember few more people who are here. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor has welcomed most of the people, but we also have a few people here because Guruji has created a different tradition here. He said that when he started a research organization, it has to be yoga neutral research organization. We are not going to follow any one specific aspect, but we are going to work with every yoga institution, every spiritual organization, and that's the integrity what Guruji has brought in. And as a gesture of that, today we are privileged to have our Sri Prasanna Prabhuji from Art of Living. Prasanna Prabhuji is the chairman of Vyakti Vikas Kendra, India, along with the colleague. They have assembled here. And really, we welcome you to this program and thank you very much for bringing this gesture of unity and integrity. We also have our own family member, but grown much beyond what was otherwise known, Sri Uma Maheshwarji. Uma Maheshwar, he doesn't like us talking about anything about that because he believes that he is a very strong member of the family. He is one of the very well-known spiritual masters and yoga proponent, and more than anything, greatest and honest supporter of S-VYASA University activities. If we have done biggest of the research activities, there was always been great support from one of the biggest organization what they come from, and he has initiated. We welcome you, Uma Maheshwarji, for this program. And we have, though within the campus, one of the biggest organization, another connected organization, what Guruji has initiated, Sushruta group of institutions. And today we have, if you ask, in the campus, the biggest number of students are represented from which organization, which institution. It comes actually, we have two major representation. One is Sushruta Ayurveda Medical College. The principal and staff are here. And we have the Sushruta Nursing College, where we have another big contribution. We should extend this warm welcome to each one of you who are assembled here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We are blessed to have with us Dr. D.R. Karthik, former director at CBI, Government of India, former chairman at National Human Rights Commission of India. We now request him to adjourn the ring.
Most revered and dear Dr. Austin, to be here on this sacred day, for so kindly inviting me to be here with you. As beautifully explained by Dr. Subramaniam and the Chancellor, the Pro Vice Chancellor, today Vyasa Purnima is to celebrate and pay our gratitude to our Gurus, all the masters, line of Gurus. This Sanskrit word literally translates to the one who frees us from ignorance. This full moon day in the month of Ashada is one of the most auspicious days of the year in our tradition. Guru Purnima is a tradition dedicated to all the spiritual and academic gurus who are evolved or enlightened human beings ready to share their wisdom based on Karma Yoga. It is celebrated as a festival in India, Nepal, and Bhutan by Hindus, Jains, and Buddhists. Guru, or teacher, has always been considered akin to a god in our culture. It also commemorates the birthday of S-VYASA, the great master, whom we have paid our respects now. We have authored some of the most important Hindu texts of all times, such as the Purana, Mahabharata, and Vedas. Purnima honors S-VYASA, known as one of the most honored gurus of ancient India, and I believe is also recognized in many other traditions also over a period of time, though I am not an authority on that. I heard about it in Western countries also. Senior Ayurvedic consultant Dr. Vishaka Mahindru says, I quote, Veda Vyasa is structured the four Vedas, composed the epics of the Mahabharata, created the foundation for the many Puranas, and the vast encyclopedias of Hindu sacred lore. Guru Purnima represents the date on which Lord Shiva, as the Adi Guru, our original Guru, taught the seven rishis who were the seers of the Vedas. In the Yoga Sutras, Ishvara, as Pranava or Om, is said to be the Adi Guru of Yoga. Lord Buddha was said to have delivered his first sermon on this day at Sarnath, reflecting the power of this sacred day. The teachers have a special place in the lives of their followers since ancient times. Unfortunately, these days, even in our institutions, people are forgetting their masters who gave them knowledge and wisdom. All the holy books of Hinduism dictate the importance of gurus and the extraordinary bond between a guru and the Sishya. An age-old Sanskrit phrase, Mata Pita Guru Devam, says that the first place is reserved for the mother, of course, naturally, second for the father, third for the guru, and fourth only for God. Thus, teachers have been given a higher pedestal than even gods in our tradition. Guru Purnima is usually celebrated by worshipping and expressing gratitude to the gurus who are like to the gods who are like our gurus. In monasteries and ashrams, disciples offer prayers in the honor of their teachers. Dr. Vishaka suggests that to do on Guru Purnima on this day, one should dedicate oneself to following, not only following the Guru's principal teachings and put them into practice so that they become model, they bring pride, honor to their own gurus also. The importance of Vishnu Puja attached to it. Vishnu Sahasranama, also known as the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu, should be recited on this day, I am told, and channelize our energies on this auspicious day. I want to take the liberty of saying something on this day about what happened. My experience in the art of living, Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar, Guru of millions of people around the world in all traditions actually. I will just read out. I just got it from. I was invited by Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar ji on 3rd June 2010 for the first convocation of Veda Agama Samskrita Mahaparasala as a guest of honor. I declined. I said, I have no place to be there. Who is going to give the convocation address? The great Swami Dayananda Saraswati, an exponent of Vedanta, by Sri Guruji himself. I said, no, I cannot. But Gurudev insisted. So I had to go. I had to go to honor his invitation, his affection. So I said, what will I do? I must do something did some research on the Constituent Assembly debate. I will tell it very briefly. I quoted in my address that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru made at the Constituent Assembly. Though considered an atheist, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru said, it's all on the document. He said, I quote, if I was asked what is the greatest treasure that India possesses and what is her finest heritage, I would answer unhesitatingly that it is the Sanskrit language and literature and all that it contains. I'm quoting Jawaharlal Nehru. This is a magnificent inheritance, he says, and so long as this endures and influences the life of our people, so long will the basic genius of India continues. If our race forgets in Buddha, Upanishads and the great epics, India would cease to be India. That's what Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru said. I quoted. I emphasized that while one's mother tongue is most important, Sanskrit also is a valuable language to be learned for learning ancient heritage, culture, and traditions of India, besides pursuing the modern mathematics, science, etc. It's a longer talk. I don't want to go into that. I said, my only regret in my life is I'm from a small village, from an agricultural background. I never had the advantage of learning Sanskrit or Vedas, but I realized the value. I complimented all those people. I compliment all of you for being on this path. Don't give it up. At the previous evening, I had discussions with all those great, pandits from various temples of both Saiva and Vaishnava temples. They were telling me, they are all, very big people in Tirupati and all that. They said, our children don't want to come to this path because they all want to go for IT. So I told them in that function, I said, no, I travel around the world. I gone to about 150, 160 countries. Our people who go there to Archakas, puja in those temples, they are most respected by the society. In my own village, the priest who was doing puja in the temple, he became actually an advisor, counselor to the whole family. So we learn knowledge and wisdom, and these are all precious. And what about the Westerners? See, so many foreigners belonging to other traditions also, they have realized the value of our tradition. So Sanskrit, Vedas and all that. So you are on the path. Don't give it up. Pursue it. Not only wisdom, it listens. Knowledge not only produces wisdom, it creates, better human beings. And today the world is in turmoil. Mother Earth is crying for relief. We are doing damage to the Mother Earth. We don't know what's going to happen in another 100 years' time. It's a different subject some other time. What about the tension? People are in stress. People are wealthy, holding high positions, but so much of stress. I'm told 60% of the doctors in America are suffering from stress. Now that is why more and more value attached to yoga, pranayama, meditation. All our masters are valued, not only in India, much more so in Western countries. So who are on this path, particularly for youngsters, I'm telling you, you are fortunate. Your parents should be complimented. You must be grateful to them for bringing you into this path. Pursue this, develop it, bring peace, harmony within yourself, and create a better society, a better world. Namaskaram.
Thank you very much, sir, for your insightful words on Guru Purnima and moral values. I would now request Shri S.A. Chandran, sir, founder of S.A. Foundation, to speak a few words.
Namaste. Sadashiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Guru Purnima, greetings to everyone. They always say, mother is the first teacher and the parents are the second parent. Now, I just want Kudiram. I still remember 40 years back, my association with the particular place is more than 40 years. It is amazing, they we are able to enjoy. I think all of you, you must really feel that okay, you must have a lot of gratitude for a visionary like Dr. Nagendra and Nagaratna and other people also. That is, and there is a beautiful sloka, in Sanskrit. They say, Ajividam Triyam Sevyam. I'm just doing it slowly. Ajividam Sevyam Triyam Sevyam. Guru Vedanta Ishvaraha. Adau Jnana Aptyadi. Whatever we are getting it from others, now you must be absolutely grateful and also make sure that you must also be able to contribute on your own. See, all of us are able to enjoy because of Dr. Narendra and other people to do it. Similarly, here, every one of you must make sure that you are able to contribute. So you cannot be only a consumer, but all of us must be able to contribute. With this small little, my talk, I want to wish all of you, and I still want to, just once again want to congratulate Dr. Nagendra and Nagaratna and all the other people for the fantastic job that you have been doing it. So thank you very much. So I salute all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we have a felicitation program for S.A. Chandran sir and Guruji. It's a great honor for us being a part of this university to have S.A. Chandran sir.
We drive your passion. Yokohama, celebrating motoring lifestyle.
Personal loan with the money.
It's a great honor to serve and seek blessing from our beloved Guru.
ओम शुभाभ्याम शोभने मुहूर्त्याद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीयपरार्धे श्रीहरेः श्वेतवराह कल्पे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे कलियुगे प्रथमपादे जम्बूद्वीपे भरतखण्डे भारतवर्षे महामेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे श्रीमद्गोदावर्याः दक्षिणतीरे बौद्धावतारे रामक्षेत्रे अस्मिन् वर्तमानकाल व्यवहारिके श्रीमत् शुभकृत्नाम संवत्सरस्य उत्तरायणे ग्रीष्म ऋतौ आषाढ़ मासे शुक्ले पक्षे अद्य पौर्णम्यां तिथौ व्यास पूर्णिमांगतया विहितं गुरुपाद पद्म पूजाराधनाख्यं कर्म करिष्ये। ओम नमो गुरुभ्यो गुरुपादुकाभ्यो नमः परेभ्यः परपादुकाभ्यः आचार्य सिद्धेश्वर पादुकाभ्यो नमोस्तु लक्ष्मी प्रतिपादुकाभ्यः श्री गुरु परम गुरु परमेश्वरी गुरु सद्गुरु पादुकाभ्यो नमः। गंगे च यमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिंधु कावेरी जलेऽस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु। ओम आप्याय सुसमेतुते विश्वस्वमृत्यं भवावाजस्य संगते गुरुपाद पद्माभ्यां नमः। ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां सामिहोपक्वये श्रियं गुरुपाद पद्माभ्यां नमः। गन्धस्योपरि अलङ्करणार्थे हरिद्राचूर्णं समर्पयामि। कुङ्कुमं सर्वसौभाग्यं सूचकं भालभूषणं स्वीकुरुष्व जगन्माता जपा कुसुमसन्निभं कुङ्कुमचूर्णं समर्पयामि। सुगन्धीनि सुपुष्पाणि माल्यानि विविधानि च सम्पादितानि रम्याणि पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृह्यताम्। सेवन्तिका बकुलचम्पकपाटलाब्जैः पुन्नागजाजिकरवीररसालपुष्पैः बिल्वप्रवालतुलसीदलमल्लिकाभिः त्वां पूजयामि जगदीश्वर मे प्रसीद। आरामपुष्पाणि मया कृतानि जलाशयस्थानि सुपल्लवानि सुवर्णपुष्पाणि मया हृतानि प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास। गुरुपादपद्माभ्यां नमः पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। युवा सुवासाः परिवीत आगात् सवुषान् भवति जायमानः गन्धीरासः कवयौ नयन्ति स्वात्मनसा देवयन्तः वस्त्रं समर्पयामि। पादपद्माभ्यां नमः। ओम दशांगं कुकुलं धूपं सुगन्धं मनोहरं कपिलाक्षतसंयुक्तं धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। ओम उद्दीप्यस्वजातवेदो भग्नं निरसिंहमा कुशोत्कृष्ट मह्यमावह जीवनं च दिशो दिश। गुरुपादपद्माभ्यां नमः। दीपं दर्शयामि। पुरुषशतेन्द्रियायुष्येवेन्द्रियैः प्रतिष्ठति। गुरुपादपद्माभ्यां नमः। इदं फलं मया देव स्थापितं पुरतस्तव तेन मे सुफलावाप्तिर्भवेत् जन्मनि जन्मनि फलं समर्पयामि। गुरुपादपद्माभ्यां नमः। नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। वन्दे गुरुपदद्वन्द्वम् अवान् मनसगोचरं रक्तशुक्लप्रभामिश्रमदर्क्यं त्रैपुरं महः गुरुपादपद्माभ्यां नमः प्रार्थनां समर्पयामि। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमपदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमतुलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। सद्गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नमः पुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि।
Hello, all of you will get the opportunity to express your gratitude and pranams to Guruji. And now, please be seated. And hello, all of you. After Guruji's blessing, everyone will come on the stage, and you will also receive blessings and prasadam. Please be seated there. Now stop it at this place, please. Because the program has been scheduled. Okay, as per the program, everyone will get opportunity, and that is why we did not club the program. Afternoon we have one more program. But this program will be blessings by the Guruji, and all of you will get the opportunity. Please be seated.
I request everybody to take the seats. We'll now continue the program. I request Guruji to address the gathering and shower his words of blessings.
नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वराय स्वामिने तारिणे तापहारिणे. My dear brothers and sisters, all that you did for me is for Vyasa Maharshi and the whole Guru Parampara that we have been following, and to the Sanatana Dharma established by our great seers, and to the Trinity that we all worship here. Swami Vivekananda, Sharadama, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. And as you know, when we started this organization, we called it Vyasa, Vivekananda Yoga Anusandhana Samsthana. The aim of this long registered society is Vyasa, showing how we come in the lineage of Vyasa Maharshi, who contributed tremendously to the total understanding of the entire Jagat and beyond. If modern science over 400 years understood everything about the physical world, understood that everything is made out of energy and the laws that govern them by Newton's laws of motion, the classical mechanics and the quantum mechanics, our ancient master Vyasa Maharshi, in his great Prasthanatraya, the Brahma Sutras, Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, and others which he contributed, he brought out the whole dimension of this Jagat made out of the 5 layers. The physical world, the Annamaya Kosha, then the pranic world, the bioplastic world, the Pranamaya Kosha, the astral field, the Manomaya Kosha, the information and the intellectual field, the Vijnanamaya Kosha, and the bliss field, the Anandamaya Kosha. And this forms our entire Jagat. The word Jagat means Jagatyan Jagat. What characterizes this is change, continual change. That is Srishti, Chiti, Laya, forming the trifold law of this entire creation. And the structure of this entire Jagat is Prana. Pranaschedam Vashe Sarvam Tridive Yat Pratishtitam, it said. If modern science understood this entire physical world is made of energy, and its crystallization comes in the form of the neutrons, protons, fundamental particles, and atoms, and molecules, and so on. The entire creation is made out of this prana, the field of prana, which crystallizes itself, concretizes itself through the process of prasava to come through the Vijnanamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, and finally Annamaya Kosha. And that is the grand understanding that the Upanishads and the whole Sanatana Dharma gives us. And what is it that is beyond? That is beyond space, time, causation. And that is called as moksha in Vedantic terms, called Kaivalya by Patanjali, and so on. Brahma Nirvana in Bhagavad Gita, and so on. It is a state of infinite power, infinite knowledge, infinite freedom, infinite bliss. And that's what we all are. Swami Vivekananda heralded this grand wisdom base to the people at large, and see that the goal of life is to manifest that divinity within us. And how to do that? the fourfold streams. Either work with the intellect or with the emotions or with the action or willpower. Intellect, willpower, that is Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga. In the earlier parampara, we had Jnana, Karma, and Bhakti and Yoga. But Swami Vivekananda said the goal of all these are essentially to reach the same goal, to go back to our source from where all of us have come. And therefore, they should be called yoga. And he called karma as karma yoga, bhakti as bhakti yoga, jnana as jnana yoga. And what about yoga? He called it as Raja Yoga. And this is how he expanded the vision of yoga to the whole world and brought out the structure and the laws that govern them. And that is the great contribution of our Maharshis, starting with Vyasa Maharshi and the series of great masters, and initiated in its broadest term by Swami Vivekananda. He also said that we should not neglect the great contribution of the West and the modern scientific research, and then the technological growth also has to be brought. Therefore, he gave a new direction that we combine the best of the East with the best of the West. And that is what Vyasa enshrined itself into. And therefore, Vyasa Maharshi on one side and Vivekananda's approach of Western and Eastern wisdom base on the other side, we formed this organization to grow in this direction. And gradually we have grown to greater and greater heights, and we have brought the scientific research into the field of yoga, and we have great contributions in bringing this Invocation Research Lab, wherein we have the most unique research lab where you can completely measure all dimensions of this human system. The physical body, the pranamaya, manomaya, vijnana, anandamaya koshas, and that is the most unique one which we have been able to develop. And in this, we have contributions from people all over, and the whole dimension of bringing that knowledge base of the Sanatana Dharma to action through modern scientific research is the speciality of this Vyasa and its offshoot S-VYASA, that is Swami Vivekananda Yogananda Sandhana Samsthan, the deemed university. And now this dimension started expanding further thanks to our medical applications, in which we said it cannot be only through yoga and allopathy. We should see that we have all the oil system also brought into picture, integration of health system started coming into picture, and integrative medicine started coming up in our Arogya Dham. So today we have here allopathy, yoga, Ayurveda, then naturopathy, physiotherapy, acupuncture, all under one roof. And the people who come here, they get the best of everything. And the objective is not only to deal only with the diseases, for prevention of diseases, promote positive health. We want more and more people to come when they are not sick yet. They should see that they prevent diseases and promote positive health. That's how we started this process of integration, and things started growing, and more research in this field of integration started coming up, and that is the trend that the whole world is taking. And then we have now the new dimension which Vyasa Maharshi has given us, that is the Puramimamsa dimension. That is the yagnas, havanas, pujas, pratas, niyamas, all these things that we have been doing, and we have to bring the scientific dimensions related to that. The scientific evidence base is needed. Then people will perform all those things just not for only belief, but it is by the wonderful scientific evidence that they are going to get. And that is the work ahead of us. And in this, we have now developed the new project formed by BOM, and that is the Varaha Mihira Advanced Center for Vedic Technology Research. And it's in the direction that we are moving further to bring the scientific evidence, just like we brought nearly 1,000 papers for yoga and its application into the medical field and various fields. Similarly, we bring number of research papers in the field of the Vedic technology, that is the Havans Puramimamsa, Karma Kanda and Upasana Kanda. That is the way ahead that we are taking up, and S-VYASA is pioneering in this effort to see again that we bring that ancient wisdom base that our Vyasa Maharshi has given us in the form of Vedas, of Uttaramimamsa and the Puramimamsa to come into the action. And for that, I place on record the great of all our team, right from late 70s to grow and bring this of yoga to greater and greater height, to bring evidence-based applications of yoga, whether in the field of yoga spirituality or life sciences or yoga or management studies, yoga on physical sciences, yoga on humanities. Everywhere the applications of yoga are coming up in a very big way with more and more scientific evidence, and the deans of the 5 divisions that we have here and the faculty who bring up the necessary research guidance to all our students for not only for MSc but also their PhD, all are coming up to establish the evidence base that is needed for the dimensions of yoga and its application and integrative medicine dimensions. And now we are going to march ahead with the Vedic technology research. And that's the way forward to offer our salutations to great Maharshi, Vyasa Maharshi, and the lineage that has come and was expanded by the Trinity. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, with his tremendous internal research that he did to re-establish the dimension that God exists. It is possible to see God in flesh and blood. And whoever worships whatever God, they will get the sakshatkar of that particular God. And all religions are true. And when you proceed further, you go into the Nirguna Sakshatkara, the Parabhakti, and ultimately reach the highest, that is the pure consciousness. And that is the wonderful tool that our Puja Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Devdi gave us. And through his internal research, he had no guru in the beginning. It was all the inner guru that he did. But gradually, as he grew and had the Sakshatkara, then he had Bhairavi Brahmani, and later on the Thotapari, and he grew to greater and greater heights of highest achievement. And that was being propagated by Swami Vivekananda all over the world with his wonderful oration and his fascinating personality, a total personality that Swamiji had. And that's what we are trying to bring forth in this wonderful organization, Vyasa, and through the university. And Swami Vivekananda had to go to United States in the Parliament of Religions in Chicago. He was able to bring forth this wonderful dimension. And therefore we thought that we should take this, the academic dimension, to United States. And thanks to effort of all of us, we are able to bring about this VAYU, Vivekananda Yoga University in Los Angeles. And we started bringing this knowledge base through United States. And similarly, the other countries have also not lagged behind. The Japan started the yoga college. The China started 2 colleges are coming up. And similarly, Singapore and many countries are coming up. And on the national front, we said that we should bring all the spiritual forces to focus, to synergize their effort. Instead of working as islands, let us bring this total knowledge base through our synergetic effort. And therefore, the Indian Yoga Association was formed, bringing all the 18 yoga paramparas in the country to see that they will all work together as one social whole. And we brought out the 5 Pithadipatis. For that purpose, we have the Gnana Yoga Pithadipati, Swami Dayanand Saraswati. Now, Swami Samanandi from Gujarat continues to be the Pithadipati. Then we have got for the Raj Yoga Pitam, Swami Ramdevji. For the Bhakti Yoga, Sonal Mansingh has been, and for Karma Yoga, our Pujya Virendra Hegdeji are there. Then for the Shanti Pitam, we have Sri Ravi Shankar. And I requested him, when I was in the United States, he said he's in Canada, that he will not be able to come, but he said he will send. And one of his very senior personalities have come today. We are very grateful to you. Thank you very much for your presence today. And we are very, very grateful to Shishi, Gurudev, for all the other Pithadipatis have sent their greetings to the growth of S-VYASA and Vyasa, and I place and record their great contribution for the spread of yoga to such great extent that the new dimensions of the holistic vision of yoga would come round the globe with great emphasis. And as mentioned, the International Day of Yoga has been the tool for spreading this holistic vision of yoga to people around the globe. And what a grandeur to see that nearly 20 crores of people this year practiced yoga throughout the world, and every country participating, and including all the nearly 50 Islamic countries also taking part. All this credit goes to our Puja and the Honorable Prime Minister for his great contribution to see that every ministry should take up this yoga and spread everywhere in his holistic vision. And his brilliant speech, he gave this holistic vision of yoga, Jnana Yoga, Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, all put together in his speech, and said yoga is not merely physical exercise, it is a science of holistic living, and embellished by the total knowledge base that has been put. Therefore, today, yoga is spreading around the globe, and nearly 300 affiliate centers, thanks to our distance education, the ODL, and also affiliate centers, nearly 300 of them in India, and spreading around the globe to nearly 70 to 80 countries. We continue to spread this message of the holistic vision that our Vyasa Maharshi has given, which have been put forth in the most modern things by Swami Vivekananda in his own special way, and by the fourfold streams of yoga, having the base in the Panchakosha dimension. With this, I am on this very auspicious day place and record the great contributions of all our faculty and the students who have done extensive research through their PhD program, through our MSc programs, thousands of them, and bringing forth this knowledge base to more and more people by scientific evidence. And to our Vice Chancellor and Pro Vice Chancellor and the Registrar and the Advisor and Pro Chancellor, to all team who have been taking this message to greater and greater heights. And today, the offering that we did through this body to the Maharshi and the Sanatana, I place and record contributions, and thank you all very much for presence, particularly our team who came from Hindupur, our Badri Narayan, and they all came in such short notice, and we are so grateful that you bring. They have brought a transformation in Hindupur, in the Vaishya community. I remember about 30, 40 years back when he started the thing, there were hardly a few people who were coming, but his intent, effort, he was able to bring slowly, one by one, made in Tamil Nadu. He transformed the entire community, Nadar community. Similarly, he was able to bring forth the Vaishya community. And similarly, we have got our Uma Maheshwar, who through his intense effort has been able to spread this entire word to people around the globe, particularly the Kannada people. Kannada speaking and Kannada association has been able to bring from the Kannada. And many people have been asked, we have to bring Kannada more into the thing, and he has been a pioneer to bring this thing to people in Kannada association. Kannada knowing people have started understanding the depth of this entire dharma, and we also praise and record his great contributions. Of course, to Sushita, coming to the Ayurveda and the nursing and others, our team has been doing a wonderful work to bring the Ayurveda dimension, and the way ahead is to bring the evidence base, the rigorous evidence base for the Ayurveda, and to bring the dimensions of Ayurveda to give immediate relief for people, just like insulin or other painkillers give immediate effect, which made allopathy grow to great heights. And therefore, I have been telling that Ayurveda experts should see that this comes forth. Therefore, we have brilliant students here from Ayurveda and also naturopathy, and they all should use your creativity to see how best we can give immediate relief for the patient to come here when dealing with their pain and also dealing with various things like reducing of the sugar levels, reducing their BP and other things. Then Ayurveda and naturopathy will go to great heights. And this is what we have started doing in yoga by various techniques that have been developed, and similar techniques have to be developed. That is the process of creativity and innovation. And I am very, very confident that our brilliant student community, whether it's from BNYS or from BIMS or the other yoga dimensions, they will come forward to see that we develop these dimensions. Then we find that we can take over the allopathic system and see that more and more, because it has the least secondary effect and it has the holistic vision of the total dimension. And these are the things that are ahead of us to see that we grow in this direction. Therefore, on this very auspicious day, let us all work together synergetically to see that we reach the great goals that mercy and the whole, and we should march ahead to establish the great wisdom base they have given and the practical dimensions they have, and also spreading this message. And on this day, let us all pray to Lord Ganapati, which we did this morning. Our journey becomes continuous without much hurdles, and see that we great heights we reach. Namaskar, Dhanyavad.
Guruji, it was our privilege to listen to your words of wisdom. Registrar S-VYASA.
व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्ताक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं परात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तदिं नमो ऋषिभ्यः परमगुरुभ्यः नमः सर्वाभ्यः दिभ्यश्च अस्यां गुरुपूर्णिमा तथा व्यासपूर्णिमा कार्यक्रमस्य शुभावसरे अस्मान् उद्दिश्य अस्माकं विश्वविद्यालयस्य कुलाधिपतयः डॉक्टर हेच्चेन्द्रजी महोदयाः हितवचनानि दत्तवन्तः। तेषां कृते एस्-व्यास योगविश्वविद्यालयस्य परतः युष्माकं परतः अहं कर्तज्ञपूर्वक अभिनन्दनं तथापि धन्यवादान् समर्पयामि। कं विश्वविद्यालयस्य प्रोफेसर सुब्रह्मण्य महाभागाः बहु सुदीर्घरूपेण सम्यक् विषयं कृतवन्तः। विशेषेण डॉक्टर कार्तिकेयन् महोदयाः तथापि श्री एस्-ए चन्द्रन् महोदयाः तेषां कृते अस्माकं परतः युष्माकं परतः विशेष धन्यवादान् समर्पयामि। On this occasion, we have eminent people, Dr. Raghuramji of Yoga Bharati, Dr. R. Nagaratna Didi, the medical director of the Arogyadhama, and Prasanna Prabhuji, the chairman of the Vyakti Vikas Kendra, India, Sri Ranka of the Ranka developers, and Sri Uma Maheshwara, and all Dupur, led by Sri Badrinarayan, and all our staff members and the students of S-VYASA Yoga University, Sushruta Medical College, Ayurvedic Medical College and Hospital, and Sushruta College of Nursing have assembled here. And I offer grateful thanks in making this Guru Purnima a very grand, overwhelming success. I thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, every program spotless in nature, thanks to him, along with our Pro Vice Chancellor, associated with us directly and indirectly, especially Krishnamurti sir, who is engaged in this whole program of 1 week, along with Sri Uma Maheshwara, in making this program a lively one, especially the cultural programs in the evening. So special thanks to you both, sir. Thanks to all the supporting staff, the teaching staff, the non-teaching staff, as well as to our audiovisual team, and to all those people who have helped this directly and indirectly in making this program a very holy and an overwhelming success. And before I hang up the phone, as informed by Guruji, today afternoon at 3 o'clock, we are going to launch the Varaha Mihira Advanced Center for Vedic Technology Research. All of you know that Varaha Mihira was the greatest mathematician, astrologer, astronomer of India, born in Vidarbha, but settled in Ujjain under the patronage of Vikramaditya, who brought in the greatest works on astronomy, astrology, and Vedanga Jyotisha. So in his name, this is going to be announced as his contributions. As you know, he belongs to 1500 CE, Common Era. And this, his message, his thoughts pervaded to the entire Europe through the Gymno-Sufis who traveled from India to the entire Europe. And later, the Greeks took the idea from Varahamihira and propounded the Pythagoras theorem that then came Copernicus, Galileo, and others who propounded that the earth, sun is the center of the universe. But it was all declared, elaborately told by Guruji. He's going to tell more about in the afternoon, and how he's also significantly contributed for the theory of Einstein's theory of special theory of relativity and general theory of relativity, how indirectly Varahamihira was responsible. So on that occasion, so Guruji planned that this center is going to be launched today afternoon, along with, as requested by the Ministry of HRD and Department of Culture, Azadi Ka Amrita Mahotsav. We are launching the cultural program, as well as we are going to have these programs in the afternoon. It will be divinely blessed in divine by none other than the Jagat Guru of Sri Kailasa Ashrama, Sri Sri Jayendra Puri Mahaswami Ji, along with the dignitaries such as Dr. Karthikeyan and the Minister, Cabinet Minister of Agriculture, Surya Pratap Shahi from Uttar Pradesh. So please assemble in Samskriti Bhavan at 2:45 p.m. Because of the protocol, the minister arrives exactly at 2:45. He is already on the way. So almost he has reached Bangalore. So please come, and we close the gates by 2:55 p.m. because we have to we have to maintain the protocol when the minister is here. So please assemble latest by 2:45 in Samskriti Bhavan. Thanks to all the people who have helped in, and I'm sure you're going to contribute significantly in the function, followed by Sanskritik Karakrama commencing for 1 week with the series of lectures by none other than Professor Subramaniam, followed by various cultural programs organized and designed by Uma Maheshwara. Namaskar, Dhanyavad.
We will now end the program with Shanti Mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Still the COVID has not gone, but I don't know where it is knocking the door. But let us follow COVID protocol discipline, and all of you can come one by one and express your pranams to Guruji and take his blessings. Okay, but don't make it clumsy. Come in an order. Remember always, COVID is still with us. You can come from this side one by one, and then from this place.